Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. This is Ready to Love Season 6, Episode 4, okay? Y'all keep saying Season 5, but it is what it is at this point, okay? The resort season count. And I'm gonna keep saying that every time I open up a video for Ready to Love, okay? So as we all know, it is the men's week to eliminate, okay? So all the men meet up at the Gentleman's Lounge. This is Eric's first week in the Gentleman's Lounge, so welcome, Eric. Welcome, okay? Tommy lets them know that he's adding in 2 more singles, 1 man and 1 woman. I'm like, Tommy, give us a break, okay? Just give us a break. We tired. We don't even know these people names yet, and you keep adding people mixing it up, okay? It's bad enough that they all look alike, yet alone we can't figure out who anyone is, and you keep adding in people. But okay, go off, Tommy. Go off. Now, Tommy lets Wally know that because he's a little bit younger, a lot of women keep saying, oh, he's young, and it's giving them pause for him, okay? So he's going to set him up on the first blind date with someone who's a little bit younger. And I was like, good for you, Wally. Good for you. You deserve somebody out there. I keep wondering why Tommy put you in this group of people and didn't give you nobody your age. But look at you. Got your own first date or whatever. So before they go, Tommy lets them know, like, he got a special meeting spot for them this week, okay? Clifton gonna talk about something. Knowing Tommy, he probably gonna have us in the McDonald's parking lot pimping. I said, not the McDonald's parking lot and pimping at that, okay? But y'all know Tommy. Tommy be doing the most sometimes. Just the most, okay? Now, Wally finally gets to go on his blind date, and he gets to go on the blind date with Tina. Christina, but we calling her Tina, okay? So when we meet her, the first thing she says is that she is a mother, a goddess, an entrepreneur. I said, okay, girl. Not a goddess, but okay, girl. Now, I'm just looking at her, and she's a cute girl, whatever the case may be, or cute woman. Let me change that, okay? She's a cute woman. But I'm just trying to figure out, are those contacts? And what is up with the women in the contacts this season? If those are contacts, what is up with the women in the contacts this season? But we also found out that she was in a relationship, okay? And she found out that her boyfriend was cheating on her when she was 6 months pregnant. I was like, these men out here they just be out here just doing whatever they want to do. Like, I don't even care if you pregnant by me or not. Like, I'm gonna just go do what I gotta do regardless. She let that relationship go and she ain't looked back not one time. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Because if he could do that while you pregnant, girl, just imagine what he could do when you not. She says that whoever she finds, she hopes that he would accept her daughter as he should. Like, duh. Like, girl, I don't hope you find, I don't want you to be out here looking for people who won't accept your daughter, because that's not the wave. But I will say, when they first sat down and started talking to each other, they both started complimenting each other. Like, you look amazing. Oh, you look amazing. Oh my God, you be working out? Yeah, I be working out. You be working out? Yeah, I be working out. So they instantly kind of hit it off on the looks part, okay? Now, y'all, Precious with the deep side part, okay, that's Precious. She gets to go on the blind date with the new man coming in. So Precious' blind date name is Donovan, okay? Now, Donovan's a nice looking dude, okay? He come in with his little shades on or whatever the case may be, just walking in. And Precious is instantly aroused, as she would say, okay? They sit down, they start talking. We find out that he's been divorced. He says he's divorced because he made a lot of mistakes, but this time he's serious and he wants a team player. I don't know what to take out of all of that. I don't know why you divorced. What you do? What was these mistakes? And why all of a sudden now you're ready to take it serious? Boy, whatever you say is up to you, okay? So Precious lets him know that she's hella ready, okay? She's hella ready for love, okay? She's been single for 9 years and celibate for 6 months. He said, okay, I got to take a sip to that. The 6 months of celibacy. Wow. And I'm like, 6 months isn't even that long. Okay, I mean, it's long, but it ain't that long. I could see if she said she was celibate for 9 years, then we could be out here taking sips or whatever. But she looking for love. So she's not out here just giving out the cookie to whoever. And that's okay, girl. That's okay. So in this conversation with Precious and Donovan, okay, Precious asked him, what you think my body's saying right now? He said, your body's very attentive. She said, it's very aroused. I said, Precious. Already aroused at the dinner? Right here? Right now? When you just met him? Okay, cool. Give him to it straight. No chaser. She also asked him, do he believe in having sex before marriage? He said, do you test drive a car before you buy it? Okay, that's all I gotta say. Yes, I do. He said she's a wild stallion and he's not the one to tame her. Y'all, I said not a wild stallion. He ain't ready to tame her. Okay, but listen. It's a difference between a man looking for love and a man looking for lust. He's not fazed by all that arousal that you got going on, Precious, okay? And I'm going to need you to read the room because you talking about something y'all really hit it off, but you could tell he not really picking up what you putting down, obviously. Obviously, because what you're trying to put down is a lot of, sexual energy. And he not on that wave right now. So, girl, you need to relax. So when they get ready to leave, she's like, the ladies are going to really like you. They're going to be like, oh my God, Donovan has arrived. And I'm going to be like, oh no, he's mine. And I said, girl, you can't read the room for nothing. That man don't want you. But you know that because you already said that he not picking up what you putting down. So now Joy and Laverne are going on a little pottery date, okay? And she's happy about that because she's mentioned it so because she can tell that he's listening, okay? They both sit down, they start to talking, and they got a nice little vibe together. I'm not going to hold you. I kind of like Joy and Laverne together, okay? Now, anyway, they start talking and they both discuss how they want their partners to be their best friends and things like that. And in the middle of this conversation, Laverne just goes in like, okay, it's getting there. I'm working on a hole in the pot, okay? And she's like, is it wet? And you could just tell he was thrown for a whole loop like, wait. I was just, okay. So then she asks him, what's something that no one knows about you? And he says that basically he's never really been in a serious relationship. He's only really dated. And then I started thinking, do I ever remember Laverne saying he was in a relationship? I feel like I have, but maybe I didn't. Okay, we just gonna have to rock with the fact that he ain't never been in a serious relationship. But they start, so then they start having this, ghost moment where he comes behind her and they're like playing in the clay to mold the plate or the bowl or whatever. And all I could just hear is the music in the background like, oh, darling, something, your touch. Y'all know from the movie, okay? It got real sensual for me, okay? But, she said that they definitely have a romantic energy. They start, playing with the clay and throwing it on each other and stuff. I was feeling the date. I'm not going to lie. But I think it's just Joy. Joy kind of just hits it off with whoever she hits it off. And you kind of just enjoy watching it, okay? So now Demetrius and AP go on a date, y'all. And Demetrius asks AP, like, how's this experience going for you? And are you making any connections? It seems to me like the way she responded, like she not really making no connections. Like he's saying she knows what she wants because that's what she's saying. I know what I want. But he wants to know if there's a little bit softer side to her. Like is she a little nurturing and things like that? Because that's what he's looking for in a relationship. So he asks her, is she affectionate? And she says like, that's one of her love languages. Of course I'm affectionate. But then she brings up the fact that her husband, she lost her husband. So it's really hard for her to, let down those walls and let someone in and trust again. Now, this is my thing. I'm starting to feel like AP's not really healed enough for this process. I just don't think she is. And then he says that, even though she was open and vulnerable with him, he doesn't feel a romantic connection. It's like not at that level. So now all the men meet up at the beach house, okay? Tommy done got them in a beach house, okay? Eric's in the kitchen. He said, this is my lab, okay? I do this alone. I got this. Y'all go out and let me get to cooking. I said, okay, get to cooking then, Eric. Get to cooking, okay? Tori done let down the dress. I said, okay. I'm here for the letting down of the dreads of it all, okay? While the men are sitting down, they start talking about, do they see a difference in the way that they love now versus the way that they love then? And of course they do, okay? Back then it was mainly, lust. It was based off physical, and now that they're older, they're looking for something a little bit more stable, a real connection, something to keep them bonded. And I was like, that just comes with age. You're right. Loving when you're older is completely different than loving when you're younger. So then y'all see Tommy roll up on the yacht like, hey. But this man got on a whole turtleneck and a daggone jacket, and I'm just confused by the weather. Because all the men have on shorts and short sleeves and everything, and he coming up with a whole turtleneck and a jacket. I said, Tommy, ain't nobody got time for you and your shenanigans because y'all know Tommy know how to do a lot, okay? This man done pulled up in there. He got the live band going. He come in dancing and stepping like he at the frat party or whatever. I'm like, Tommy... You gotta love Tommy, don't you? You just do, I guess. Tommy lets them know, like, listen, I know we here to have some fun, but it won't be no fun unless we have some guests. And he's like, ladies, okay? So all the ladies come out, they little swimsuits and everything, and all the men are like, woo-wee, the women, the curves, the skin. I'm like, they're so dramatic. I thought y'all was looking for love, connections, bonds, okay? I thought it wasn't so much physical, but all I heard was it was a lot of curves. Now, y'all know Christina got to scope out the place because this is her first time getting to meet all the men. So she really looking around trying to see what they got to offer, okay? So Donovan and Dakia kind of like scope each other out, okay? And they start hitting it off a little bit. He says that she sparked his interest. I said, okay now, right? Now, because Christina and Paul are connecting, okay? And all I could think about the whole time while they sitting there talking is, Paul, take that scarf off your head. Paul, take the scarf off your head, okay? She's telling him she likes older men. Meanwhile, he's saying the younger the woman, the more trouble. But I feel like she has an old soul. I was like, Paul, bye. Paul, bye. Because you look like the man who definitely wants the younger woman. Just saying, okay? Dakia and Eric are like, you know, vibing in the kitchen while he cooking or whatever the case may be. And, you know, they start talking about, and she starts talking hypothetically if they was in a relationship, okay? And he was like, oh, no, we definitely going to be in a relationship. I said, okay, say that then. Say that then. Meanwhile, Carmen decides that she going to walk her little self into the kitchen because she want to spend some time with Eric, okay? Now, this is the part. When she left, when Dakia left, we find out that Eric and Carmen got like a little past history. She's supposed to have hired him for a job back in the day or whatever. They kind of been like connecting, but not on a romantic level. So she's asking him like, so who's your connections? Who's you really feeling? And he was like, Dakia. But of course, and she was like, so it was like, that's your number one? And he was like, I mean, not over you. And I was like, Eric, that's how you get caught up. This is how you get caught up because you just told Dakia that, you know, you definitely want to be in a relationship with her. And now you telling Cameron that she's your number one, basically. So you better watch it because that's how you get sent home on Ready to Love because it sounds like you trying to play a game. I could just see the whole deliberation in the woman's lounge now. Well, he told me we could be in a relationship. Well, he told me I was his number one. And next thing you know, you going home. Tori and Ace sit down and they having a little conversation. Y'all, he done hit her with the poetry bars. Okay, he started spitting them at her. And it was so cute. Okay, she said that she could really appreciate, you know, his presence and how funny he is and how nice he is. I was like, Ace and Tori? Do I see that? I don't know. I don't feel like Ace is the type of guy. I don't feel like Ace is the type of woman for Tori, Mr. I hit your kidneys. So now Precious, y'all, Precious is just like so thirsty this whole thing, okay? She's like all over Paul trying to get him to take off his shirt or whatever, talking about she could be freaky for the right man and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, you need to relax this because you're giving off a lot of sexual energy. A lot of sexual energy. Now, this is the thing. Paul says that she came in giving off a lot of energy and she needs to calm down. I just said that. I just said that, okay? So now Tori does something cute and bring Sabrina cupcakes because y'all know Tori got a thing for Sabrina, okay? And she's literally eating them cupcakes all up, okay? She says that Tori now has a little edge on Demetrius. I said, not Tori coming in there with the dreads down trying to scoop in and get his Sabrina, okay? Meanwhile, AP is now talking to Eric and she's telling him that she's a widow and, you know, just the past situations of it all, okay? And he then says that, you know, I don't think she's completely over this. And I don't think she's really ready. And I don't think she's really ready to love. And that's exactly what I was thinking. She's not over the death of her husband. And I feel like she may think she has healed, but I don't think she's healed enough because she leads with it. It's one thing to, you know, express that in a conversation, but I feel like she leads with the fact she's a widow and she lost her husband in a lot of her relationship and a lot of her dates, which is why it's hard for the men to connect with her. Now, Precious is now over here all over Demetrius and his pecs. His pecs, okay, because he got his shirt off, okay? She's just a lot. The whole time I'm listening to her talk, I was starting to wonder what happened to her voice. Why she sound like she smoked 12 packs of cigarettes a day? I don't know. Maybe she was going hoarse from yelling and talking or whatever the case may be, but something was happening with her voice. Demetrius is like not really feeling what she putting down. I said not another one not feeling what she putting down, but he's just not here for it all because he can tell that she's a lot, like she wants to go out, she wants to party, she wants to always be on the scene, and he's past that. He wants someone that he could watch TV with, you know, put on a little Netflix and chill, okay? He don't want to be outside at the bar all the time, okay? She tries to justify that. But I'm like, girl, this is Ready to Love, not ready to date. If you want to date, you could have been doing that. You ain't have to come here to do that. But okay, sis, go off. So now Demetrius decided that he gonna step his game up, okay? Because he see that Tori is, coming in for Sabrina. So now he want to come in and, put some work in. He says to Sabrina that he is here and he wants to pursue her. Sabrina said, that's good to know. That's good to know. I said, Sabrina, this is what you've been waiting for, sis? Do Tori still got that edge or what? Because you've been waiting for Demetrius to come and tell you that he's pursuing you and pull you to the side. So I just know she was just like, oh, I got two men. Kind of like fighting over me, and I like it. I like Sabrina. She's actually one of my favorite, okay? Just one of my favorites. But of course, okay, all the women are realizing that Laverne is not really, pursuing anyone. He's being Laverne, being lazy, sitting back in the side, waiting for the women to come to him. The only woman that he actually goes to is Joy. Everybody else got to come to him, okay? I think Precious said that he has a God complex about him. I said it's just lazy to me. It's just plain lazy to me. And it's probably why he hasn't really had a serious relationship, because he don't put in no work. It's given I don't have time to put in the work. Either you want me or you don't. I don't like Laverne, y'all. I told y'all he could go in the bottle for me next week. So now Clifton and Joy finally get to have their little moment, especially after she almost killed him last time they went on a date with the coconut or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to tell you, like, they have a lot of sexual energy. Even Joy said, if y'all don't see it, I don't see how y'all could not see it, okay? She was like, so we going to get in the water? And she was like, I plan on getting wet, but just not in the water. I said, what's up with her and getting wet? Joy. Joy, you becoming Precious, low key. Okay, so Tommy comes in. He's ready to pull all the men because it's time to deliberate. Let's figure out who's going home tonight, because y'all know somebody got to go home. So when Tommy sits down, he asks him, he says, who's your biggest connection, okay? Wally says that him and Tina kind of hit it off right from the beginning, and they got deep real quick. And I was like, yeah, because y'all have a lot in common. Y'all in a similar age group, so it just makes sense, Wally. And I'm happy that Wally finally got somebody, okay? Just somebody, okay? Eric says it's the kid for him and he can't stop thinking about her. I said, that's how you gonna get caught up with Carmen. Just saying. Just saying. Dante also says the kid, okay? And Demetrius says Sabrina, okay? He says they have an unwritten chemistry. Now, y'all know Tori ain't really feeling that too much because y'all know that's his woman, okay? So Demetrius says, may the best man win. He not scared of a little competition. Now, if I'm from Tori, hit your kidneys, Tori. Clifton says Cameron first, right? And then he says Joy. And I was like, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Then Laverne says he has a connection with Ace and Joy. He says that Joy is him. And Clifton was in a confessional, like, when he said Joy is him, I was like, oh, nah, bruh. Joy is me. I said, but you definitely said Carmen first. So, is Joy you or what, Clifton? You look, Clifton gonna fight for his Joy. You can say what you want to say, okay? He not gonna let that one go easy. And Laverne better step it up if he gonna compete with Clifton. That's all I'm saying, okay? So here's the thing. When they start talking about who they don't like, okay? Precious' name came up twice. Sabrina name came up twice. AP name was brought up. And I was just sitting here like, dang, who gonna on the bottom? Because I was like, is Sabrina going on the bottom? Because I don't see that happening, okay? Because I feel like she got two men over here fighting for her. So two men not really being interested in her ain't gonna make or break nothing, okay? So they say that it gotta be one man to go ahead and deliver it to the woman who's going home. Paul in the confessional talk about something. I feel like it should be anybody but me. Like, it's never good to give out the bad news. I'm like, Paul, shut up. Just shut up. And take that off your head. Take that scarf off your head. But anyway, they decide that Demetrius is the one who's going to tell the women that it's time for one of them to go home. Okay, so come to find out, they chose AP and Precious. Now, Precious is like, I just don't understand, like, how am I here? And I'm like, sis, because you're thirsty. You're thirsty and no one's picking up what you're putting down. That's how you're here. And honestly, I really feel like maybe it should be AP because I don't think she's healed enough for this process yet. So I think it might be time for her to go home. But we'll have to see because, of course, they didn't tell us who was going home, okay? They just wanted to leave it out in the open for us to find out next week. So we're going to have to wait the next week. But let me tell you something, baby. Next week is going to be absolutely something to watch. And I'm going to be right here for the truth and dare of it all, okay? Anyway, y'all, that has been Ready to Love. Do not forget to like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and let me know what you think about these couples forming, okay? Peace.